Welcome to the product presentation from WAGO. My name is Sebastian Heemeier. I'm a product manager at WAGO, and I would like to show you now the new product highlight from WAGO, the push wire inline splicing connector. Yeah, like all of our splicing connectors, the product has a very slim design, but not only in height and width, also in the length. We have optimized it, and it's just 29.5 millimeters in total. So with the short length, it will fit in every application. For the European market, the product can be used for solid wires from 0.75 square millimeters up to 4 square millimeters, as well as from 1.5 up to 4 square millimeter wires for stranded wires. The product can be used for three-phase applications as it has an approval up to 450 volts. In addition, the product takes the full load of a 4 square millimeter wire with 32 amps. And it can be used in applications with very high temperatures, up to 85 degrees, as it has the T marking approval for 85 degrees according to EN 16998. The product doesn't have only approvals for the European market, can also be used worldwide. For example, it has an UL approval for the North American market, or a PSE JET and a CQC approval for the Asian market. I've shown you the detailed information in this slide now. So let's have a look at the handling now. And the handling is very easy, as you know it from all of our splicing connectors. So next to the conductor, it's very important to use the right strip length here. In this case, it's 10 millimeter, and it's also printed on the connector. So strip the wire according to the required strip length, and then just push it in, and that's it. And do it also with the other wire. Just push it in. And then you have the possibility to check if everything is inserted properly, and if not, you can correct it. In some cases, you have to do rewiring. Yeah? And for these cases, you can also remove the wire. But please don't only pull on the wire, as the product has very high pull-out forces and could damage the wire. So please pull and twist at the same time, and then you can remove the wire, do the rewiring, and insert the wire again. Yeah, and that's all about the handling. It's a very, very easy handling, and I think you will have fun with this. Now let's have a look at a really exciting topic, the applications. The product can be used in traditional applications like flush-mounted or surface-mounted junction boxes. We have prepared an example here for a flush-mounted junction box where the connector is used for through wiring. Next to this, it is happening very often that single cores in junction boxes are too short. And the connector can be used as an interface here to connect another single core from this point on, and to have to do comfortable wiring from this connection then again. Then let's have a look at a topic that occurs very often in rental departments. So if the tenant is changing, also the luminaires at the ceiling are changing. And by this, the cores of the single cores of the wire get shorter and shorter. And here as well, you can use the wire as an interface to have a connection to a new single core here. Then let's have a look at the topic that could be really annoying. The topic damaged and drilled wires. So the kitchen cabinets are hanging, but unfortunately the electricity doesn't work any longer because a wire was drilled. And up to now, you had to open the wall on a very wide area and remove the stone behind it to have a working area for the necessary tools. How this looks like with our push wire inline connector, I would like to show you here on the application wall. As you can see it here, you just have to remove the plaster around the cable, then repair the wire with our connectors, use a heat shrink for the double insulation, and that's it. And how this looks in practice, I will show you now. Okay, now we see here a damaged wire. So in the first step, I will cut the wire because I need to put on a heat shrink afterwards. And then I will remove the cable sheet on both sides. So first one, second one. And then I will check if a wire, and especially if the copper inside the single core is damaged in more than 1 millimeter, because then I need to use 2 of our new push wire splicing connectors. In this case, here I can see that the face is damaged more than 1 millimeter, and I will remove a part here of the single core, and as a guidance, more or less, you can take one of our push wire connectors because they have a length of 29 millimeters, and it fits them very well if you use this as a guidance. Then I will remove or strip the cables on both sides. And before I connect everything, I will put the heat shrink on one side here. And then I will set the connectors here. And for the face, I need to use 2 conductors and a wire jumper. So I've prepared a wire jumper before. And as you can see it here, you have now the possibility to compensate the missing cable length. And afterwards, you can check everything here, if everything is inserted properly. And this is the case here, so I can put the heat shrink again on the wire to shrink everything. Yeah, and as you can see it here, it works very well with the heat shrink. And what's really important, that the glue is completely melted inside the heat shrink, because we're using a heat shrink with glue here now. Because then the wire is completely sealed and no moisture can run into the heat shrink and cause damage there. Okay, yeah, that's it. The wire is repaired, and we from WAGO, we also offer a wire repair set that includes a heat shrink with glue and the connectors, and the complete wire repair set is also tested according to appropriate product standards. Yeah, that's so much for the wire repair process. Now let's have a look at another important topic. The question, am I allowed to use WAGO connectors inside walls or non-accessible areas? And the answer here is clear. Yes, you are. You find it in the installation regulations IEC 60364-5-52 under point 526.3. There you find the exceptions for parts in non-accessible areas. And since the year 2013, also connections of independent equipment was added to these exceptions. And this is also valid for WAGO connectors. Of course, these products that are used there needs to be maintenance-free, like our connectors with spring technology. And the heat shrink ensures the double insulation. Next to the topic wire repair, there are also other important applications with a heat shrink, like you can see here. If you, for example, want to add a new door to a wall and then need to shift the cable here. Or, for example, if you need to remove a socket to another position, then it's also very helpful to work with these products here. Yeah, that's all from my side. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed to work with our new product, the WAGO push wire inline splicing connector. Thank you.